welcome to my channel. My name is Anna and I'm with the Modern Vintage, and I hope that you guys are having a relaxing Sunday. I know that Hurricane Delta has brought on some crazy weather across Texas, Louisiana, Georgia. We're in North Carolina, so we're getting a lot of rain, but things could definitely be worse here, so I'm not going to complain too much. It is a little dreary, and so I've got some lights on in here so that I can film this video. So they're a little bit harsh, but you know, that's okay. I'm not getting any natural light outside. Mother Nature has decided to kind of pound us with some rain. So, and you know, we'll get through it. So I hope everybody else is having a really good and safe Sunday. So let's go ahead and get started. And actually, before I get started, I wanted to show you guys something that I got in the mail on Friday. And I just opened it today because I kind of wanted to do an opening of the package, but I sort of pre-opened it and kind of took a peek at what I got. I had ordered some earrings from a friend of mine that's on Instagram. She actually lives in the Raleigh-Durham area, and her page is Clay by C, and her name is Cecilia, and she makes handmade earrings. So I wanted to show off my new earrings. Look how beautiful they are. So this part is the little clay discs and then a little woven rattan. She does have some on her page that are all clay, but they're super lightweight. So first off, this is very lightweight, of course. The rattan is very lightweight, but even when they're all clay, they're super duper lightweight. And I really like that. I have to have really lightweight earrings. And so that was one of the first things that I asked her about. So I love that. I'm going to see if I can get some of the sparkle to it. Let me see if I can turn those, because there's sparkle in this black. And it's really beautiful in person. It's a little bit harder to pick up on the camera, but you can kind of see that. So beautiful. I'm really looking forward to wearing these. I was thinking with a chunky sweater once it gets cool again. So with, you know, hair up and kind of dangled, I think they're going to be absolutely stunning. Well, let me just show you this box so you can see the name of her business, Clay by C. And she sent me this sweet little thank you note. It just is thanking me for supporting her. And these earrings are called the Hosanna. So she said, I hope you love your new Hosannas and let me know what you think. And so Cecilia, I love them. I think they're amazing. And shout out to you for being a creative woman. So that's the first thing I wanted to do. And kind of get a little bit of support there, and her information will be in the link below, so you can take a look and go and follow her if you'd like. If you're new to my channel, I welcome you here and ask that you subscribe to my channel. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Again, obviously I went shopping yesterday. This channel is going to be primarily haul videos where I go shopping and I bring the items home and I show you what I have, just kind of give you a little bit of a description of what I picked up that day. And then I may have some shop with me videos. Now I tried that yesterday and that's hard to do. So it's hard to keep the camera in the right area and to talk and be engaging. And so we'll see. I'll get there, but it might take a little bit of time. And then the last thing would be maybe some live sales. I may do those both on Instagram and or on here. So we'll have to see kind of how that evolves. But I really do welcome you and hope that you stay. Grab a cup of coffee. Come on. All right. So at the bins yesterday, I picked up a lot of candlesticks, and I'm super excited because it's kind of like 'tis the season. It's just a great time to kind of bring in the candlesticks and start your collection. So the first ones I wanted to show you are these cute little candlesticks here. They are 3. It looks like these two are the same size in this little bitty one, but look at that. And I think that these are going to be fantastic with some red candles. I also think if you mix in a little bit of green, those cute. So these are going to be sold as a set. I'm going to try to get some sets of things for you. You save on shipping that way, and it just looks really put together. So here's a little set of these brass candlestick holders. I'm going to show you all my candlestick holders because, like I said, I picked up a lot. The next ones that I picked up are these pewter candlesticks, and there are 3 here. I think this will make a fantastic set. Look at this cute little one right here. You can hold it with your finger, and I think these will really be beautiful together. So this will be another set for you. I did pick up some wood candlesticks. I love the wood ones because they just go with everything. They can go with sort of a boho sort of vibe. You could pick them up and whitewash them and do a farmhouse feel to them, or you could even mix them with some mid-century modern items. And they're also really lightweight. They're super easy to ship, and I just think they look very, very cool. I have another set of wooden candlestick holders up on my page right now, so they would look great all grouped together as well, or you can group the wood with the brass and just have kind of an eclectic little setup. I do have some more brass ones that I'm going to show you. I told you I picked up a lot, so let's go ahead and show you these 3. I love sets of 3. I think odd numbers are good. I think when you're decorating, they kind of make the best layout to your decor. So odd sets are kind of what I find that I'm drawn to is an odd number. So here are these 3. This one here. And then this little skinny guy. I think he's really cute. And then this one. Look at that little patina on him. Very pretty. All these little brass guys. So this will also be another set. Here's another little brass candlestick holder. This would hold a large candle. It does have all this really cool etch work. It is a Pier 1. And just judging by the look on that tag, it does look like a little bit older Pier 1. I don't know if there's a way to tell the date or anything, but I just think that that's a really unique candlestick holder. And then I love these. Okay, so these, look at this little etched area. Isn't that pretty? So these have some little dents at the top, so I'm going to try to work that out just a little bit. You can kind of gently pry those out and maybe make them round again, but I don't really care. They just add a ton of character to them. And these are also silver or pewter in color. So love those. Really great find. And I can't wait to decorate with that. Before I get on to the next grouping, I did want to show you this set of pewter picture frames that I picked up. So I love this one. It's a horizontal picture frame, and then this one with this little detail. And so these would be really, really pretty with these candlesticks, like up on an entryway, or you know, just on a living room table, coffee table, something like that. So really pretty together. And 2 more candlesticks, and then we are done with those. One is this wood candlestick. Look how big he is. I love this. I love this sort of marbled look to the wood. Really beautiful and good size. On the top of this one, so it'll hold a big candle, is just shy of 5 inches. So inside the rim is 4 inches. So it'd hold 4-inch round candle. And then this little guy. So this one's interesting in that I can't tell if he's going to be brass colored or pewter. He needs to be cleaned up. I can't tell. Just if you want to kind of take a look, you can kind of see a little bit of the gold look to it. Might be kind of hard with these harsh lights, but once I get him cleaned up, I'll know if he's going to go in the set with maybe pewter, or if he's going to go in the set with brass. Or maybe you're into mixing your metals, and so he could be a really good transition between pewter and brass, and this is sort of your middle, kind of the connecting piece. So I think he's going to be interesting, and I'll find out, and I'll let y'all know. All right, pottery. You know, I'm a sucker for pottery, so I picked up a couple of pottery pieces, kind of the usual of what I do. Look at those. These actually look great together. I hadn't noticed that, but one thing I want to do with this one is I'm going to be making some soy candles, and I'm going to use a lot of the wood bowls that I get and that I pick up, and some I'll show you. I picked up a few yesterday, and make some scented candles and sell them. And then when the candle is all gone, you've got a beautiful piece of either pottery or a really nice wood bowl. So I'll probably do that with this one. And then this one is just really interesting texture, and I just love it. It looks just like an old piece of pottery, but I think it's really, really neat. It could be a student piece. There's no signature at the bottom, but it's got a great rustic feel to it, and I love that. So these, again, kind of look cool together. And then pottery. I picked up this little guy. So I did want to show you, look at all those little chips on there. You know, I had said a couple of videos ago how nothing's perfect, and so this guy was at the bins. It could have been because he was chipped, or he could have gotten chipped at the bins because, like I said, everything's just piled one on top of the other. And so I loved him, not just despite his little chips, but maybe even because of them, because he is so imperfect, and that is something that I really love and try to appreciate and love in myself. So there you go. If you want to turn him around so that you can't see any of those chips, you can, but I think I'm going to keep this actually for my collection because I love this one. I do follow another person on Instagram who has just this whole set. She's probably got 20 or 25 really interesting pottery pieces, and they're all just very different. It's a very eclectic, fun, interesting combination of pottery pieces, and I thought this would be a great start to that. It could look really very, very cool with some of these. You know, they're just fun to mix and match. So that's what I want to start in my own home. I love this one. Probably, like I said, gonna stay with me. In keeping with, we were talking about candles and making some like natural candles to sell. I wanted to show you a couple of the bowls that I picked up for that purpose. This first one is this wood bowl. It's beautiful. So at the end of, you know, a really lovely candle that you burn, this one would have probably 3 wicks in it. It's a big bowl. You would have this gorgeous bowl afterwards that you could use in your decor. So I think that is going to be a fantastic candle. And so I'll have those up on my page. I just ordered all my candle stuff. I ordered soy candle wax and some natural essential oils. And so I'm really excited about that, and just kind of offering something a little bit different. This is the other bowl. Look how beautiful that is. Super unique. I love this wave to him, and he's a little bit more rough, and so I'm probably going to sand him and just put a light stain. I don't know if I'll paint. Some of them I'll paint, but I love this kind of texture in the wood. So I don't want to stain, I'm sorry, I don't want to paint things that have like this really beautiful look to them. I think that may not be the best thing to do for this one, but a few of them I will do some painting on and whitewash, but not this one. This one is just really, really cool. And then I have a few extra little bitty guys here. It's a set of 4. And they're little pampered chef bowls. And then they came with this surprise, a little 4th one. So sometimes you don't even know what you're going to get, because this was packaged where this this little guy was like tucked in here. He was nestled in there. So I picked up this set of 3 and got this little guy here. So he might be a little too small for a candle, but these are going to be perfect. They're a good depth to them. And I may paint these. I don't know. I think that these would be fun. Maybe I could do a trio of colors. I think that would be really, really pretty. And then I don't know what I'm going to do with this little guy, but he's cute. So that's what I picked these up for. I have stuff all around me, so if you hear it kind of fall, that's what it's doing. It's just shifting as I shift on the bed. Here is this interesting live edge wood piece. This would be great with a candle inside. Obviously, I can't put candle wax in it because it does have these holes. You can see my finger there. But it's beautiful. You could put a small little 4-inch planter pot in this, and he's just a cute piece. I like him. He's just very, very different, kind of rustic looking. So here you go. So, you know, I'm a sucker for mugs, and yesterday wasn't any different. I picked up a few mugs that I thought were interesting and had some character to them. So let me show you what I got. So we'll start with this one. This one kind of retro Bermuda. Cool big mug. So this one's already claimed. My husband actually claimed this one, which I thought was really cool. When he saw it, he was like, I love that. I want to go ahead and keep it. And he doesn't drink out of mugs. He drinks out of travel mugs when he's at home because they keep the coffee warm, and he likes that they have a lid, but he really liked this. It's got just a really nice feel to it. It's hefty, it's got a good shape, and it's big. So it's really cool, and I love that rainbow kind of retro cool design on it. And then this one, look how fun he is, this buffalo one. I almost didn't pick him up, but he was just too cool to pass up. And to the bottom, well, actually let me flip it over. There we go. And then the last one. So when I was at the bins, I was there, and I knew that one of my friends had gone the weekend before. And so when I got there, it was, like I said, it was kind of raining. The bins are under a big tent. Now, next week, they'll take them inside and have them inside from this point on. But over the last couple of months, they've been under this tent, and so it's kind of dark. They don't have lighting out there, so because it was sort of like a dreary, kind of cloudy, rainy morning yesterday morning, it was kind of dark. And so I got there and I was looking in one of the bins, and I thought, you know what, I need to look around and look for Joanne. So I looked over, and I saw somebody that I thought was her. Was pretty far, and so I walked over, and sure enough, it was her. So we had a really good time. We spent the rest of the time there kind of shopping together, and then we went to another store. And so it was great running into her and being able to visit with her. So we both looked at this mug right here, and let me just show you a close-up of it. You can see all these swimmers, and then we had turned it over and it said shark. And so we were looking for the shark because we couldn't really find the shark. And then you could see him right there. So we both went, oh, there he is. Okay, so there's the shark. Let me get him out of the glare. But when I brought it home, and you can see it now because there's all this light, but look, under each person is a shark. I think it's this one right here. Again, it's kind of hard to see because of the glare, but it's also, oh, look at this one right here with his mouth open. And I think there's one swimming right there. There's his fin. It's so funny that we really didn't even notice any of them except for this guy while we were there. But my husband picked him up right away. He's like, well, yeah, there's like 9 sharks on there. I'm like, no. But anyway, he's got some wear on him, but he was, again, just really too cool to pass up. So I wanted to get him, and we'll see if somebody else loves him kind of the way I do. I think he's a lot of fun. I was telling my husband, I wonder if this is one of those types of mugs that if you put hot water in it, you'd be able to see them a little bit more. I don't think it is, but I should mess with it and kind of play with it, because that would be really cool if when you put hot liquids in it, maybe you could see them a little bit better. So I'll test that out and find out. Let's see, I also got a couple of baskets for my basket wall. I've already shown 2 sets of baskets for, you know, collections, and so I think one had 7 baskets, one had 8, and then I'm starting another one here. So I got these 2 baskets here. I like this one. It's got this kind of green stripe through it. And I like them. I like to have my basket walls have, you know, 1 to 2 kind of really different, maybe colorful baskets, or adding some color to them because I just find that they're unique. And then kind of these staple pieces that add just, again, more to the overall volume of the basket wall. So those are good starters. Then I've been showing some picture frame collections because I love picture frames, and I've said this in both my videos, and I'll just repeat myself one more time, and that is that right now during the pandemic and not being able to see our friends and family, it's really nice to have their pictures. We've had 2 grandsons born in the midst of all this pandemic stuff. So we haven't seen one, we haven't met at all yet. He's in Texas, so we'll see him over the Thanksgiving holiday. And then one we visited with a few times, but definitely not nearly as many times as we would want to for either one of them. So having their pictures around is really important. So picture walls, picture galleries, tabletop picture frames, things like that I love. And so I really kind of wanted to collect those for you guys. So these are these ceramic picture frames. I love this little design here and this kind of cobalt blue and tan color. And then I am going to pair it with this third one. And again, just kind of blues, greens, tans. I think they look really great together. Obviously this one can turn this way as well. And then there's that third one. So I think that's going to be a really good set right here, and really pretty colors. So the next thing I have, and I think I'm probably going to keep this, it's missing a few pieces, but this is a Christmas card holder, wreath holder, so you tuck your Christmas cards in. I don't get nearly as many Christmas cards as I used to, I think, just because people don't send them out as often, but hopefully we'll get a couple to put on here this year. But it's just metal, like all these little berries on this bow, they're metal, so I just thought it was a really unique piece, and I just think it's really interesting. Kind of with all the Christmas things that you can buy and a lot of plastics. I love when you can find wood or metal pieces that you can keep for a really long time. So I love this one, and in keeping with kind of Christmas and just interesting, unique pieces, I bought this candle holder here with Santa Claus, and I just think he's really pretty. I'm going to put him near the fireplace and just put a tall taper on him, and I just think he's going to add like a lot to our Christmas collection. So these 2 pieces are really, really cool, and I'm excited about that. I haven't even decorated for Halloween or fall at all. Just kind of getting this channel up and moving has kept me very busy, and also on my page, and taking pictures, because shopping is just sort of the one little bit of this whole process. It's like the most fun, but then you have to bring it home, clean them, record what you paid for them, so that you have an inventory, and take pictures of everything in multiple different positions, show any blemishes that it might have, and then post it with a lot of good information, measurements, weights, things like that. So there's a lot to that process. So I've been really working hard at a lot of those things, and just haven't gotten to the decorating yet. So my husband was asking me the other day if we could decorate for fall, and he really wants to have a fall wreath and some decorations inside that can go from kind of our Halloween all the way through and transition into more Thanksgiving feel. So I'm ready to do that. That'll be great. And then as soon as we get back from Texas for our Thanksgiving vacation, then I'll decorate for Christmas. And we do a lot of decorating for Christmas, so I'm looking forward to that as well. And those pieces I think are going to be really great to add to my collection of items. I kind of missed this in our brass portion of our showing, but I think this is a really neat little, I don't know if it's maybe a tea kettle. It's just got some really interesting, intricate designs here, both here and on this little handle. So I would strictly use this for decor. I don't feel like it would probably be food safe, but it's definitely a really unique piece that you could put with some of those candlesticks or something like that. And I just think it was fabulous looking. It's very lightweight, so it's going to ship for not very much. So I like that a lot. Put that there. You don't want to see this whole collection over here because it's just sort of like precariously sitting next to me. but we'll try not to let anything break. I picked up these trays. These are a really good staple just in the house. I have one in my kitchen. I have one that I use for all the photographs that I take. And so it's a really good rattan little tray. These don't always make it. You can tell that this one has been glued back together because it's just these really tiny little delicate pieces of rattan. But overall, this is really good shape. And so I'll have this up on my page. I think it's really pretty. Now, since I'm holding this, I'll go ahead and show you. Look at this awesome little watercolor picture that I picked up. Williamsburg, Virginia. It's a tavern, according to, I think it says Chowning's Tavern. And it's really pretty. I love the double mat that they did. It's a wood frame. And it's a small piece. It's relatively small. It is just shy of 11 inches by 9. And so these are great for on a bookshelf. You can kind of put them, because they're not too tall, you can put them on a bookshelf with small items in front of it. And it's just an interesting way to decorate with that. Sorry about that. There you go. And then I have another watercolor that I picked up. I love it when I can find some good art pieces. This guy right here. There you go. And it says, I think it's, I'm reading it backwards, but Hamilton Harbor, Bermuda. So, looks nice, bright and sunny. Looks like a good vacation spot. And it's signed by whoever drew this, the artist. That was really neat. And then I picked up 2 more framed pictures. This one is kind of the birthday collection. It's February and lots of great colors. There's greens, oranges, blues, yellows, reds, really pretty in this burgundy mat, gold frame. That's a beautiful one. And then the last picture I picked up yesterday was this needlepoint. Pretty that is. That's a lot of details. Somebody took a lot of time doing this piece here. It's framed with a linen frame and a gold outer edge. So gold frame, linen on the inside, a little gold edge right here. And then look at all those colors. Aren't they beautiful? I love the pink. I don't put a lot of pink in my decorations, so I love little pops of pink just because it's not something that I'm normally going to do, so it's kind of nice to have that in a piece that's like very colorful. Let's see. I am knocking Uncle Sam all around here. I just picked him up because he was so much fun. Look at this detail in his beard. He's kind of curled up beard, and his flag. And he is for a candle. So back here, I'll show you. You put a candle. I think this is the little glass, and you can just put like a little tea light in there, and all that light will show through in these little stars, these little cut stars. And he's metal, so it's just fun. I don't know, he may make somebody happy, or I may keep him myself, or I'll put him up, and if anybody wants him, and if he doesn't sell, then he stays with me. I really try to buy things that I love, just so that if I don't sell them, then they end up in my own home decor, and they'll sell someday. But you know, he's cheery. I would be happy to keep him. Really cute. He does have a little handle so he can hang. What else? Oh, look at this little Pyrex pitcher. My husband called it a lemonade pitcher, and I think he's probably right. I don't know what this pattern is. I've seen it hundreds of times on Pyrex. Somebody's gonna know, so somebody can put it in the description. But again, clearly I just brought this home. It's, you know, super cloudy because it needs to be washed, but this is gonna really clean up nicely. There's no chips or cracks, so it's really it's held up over many years. And even the paint is in really good condition. I don't see a lot of missing paint on the flowers. They look good. So somebody needs to buy this as a little throwback, little vintage piece to put in their kitchen. And I picked up this little interesting blue vase. I'm going to have to do some research on this one. It's got these little areas that are, you know, indented, and all of this little etching right here. So it's interesting. I don't know what it is. Maybe I can, you know, do some research and date it, but I just really think it's interesting and a cool piece. And I thought, well, I'm just going to take a chance and see what I find. Let me show you a little closer. Yeah, I think we're just about done. I'm trying to see what's behind me. Oh, this pottery piece. Look at this. Blues, purples. This is another piece that I could do a candle in. It's not super deep, but I could do multiple wicks. And then after it is burned, then you have this gorgeous pottery piece. This one on the back says, I can't tell if it's, I think it says 87 actually, now that I'm looking at it. I thought it said 07, but I think that's 87. And so somebody made this back in 87 and love that drip glaze. I have another piece that I showed the other day on here, a casserole dish actually, and this has a lot of complementary colors to that. It's got purples and blues, and it's just I think could work really well with that piece. Maybe this will end up in my own collection, but look at that drip glaze through there. And look at how it's got like little purples and oranges in this little section through here. So neat. Love it. God, I'm amazed by creative people that can make things like this. The last thing I bought are these Hallmark placemats. They are paper. They feel like a real sturdy paper. I don't know if you spill something on it. I don't know if you'd be able to clean them off, but they're just very, very neat for your holiday table. You could use them on the kids' table if you wanted because they are paper. There's a little bend in this one right here. But other than that, they're in really good condition. Actually, it's probably two of these that are bent in the corner. But I really thought they were beautiful. True, the last thing I picked up were these vintage candlesticks. They are connected. Joanne was telling me about these actually, because now candlesticks that we buy are, the wicks are just single like this, already trimmed, but these are connected. And so, and my guess is it's a cotton wick, it should be. And so I just think these are really beautiful. I am going to put them, like when I decorate for Christmas, I'm going to try to hang them somewhere, just like this. And so I have a set of them. There's probably pairs. There's probably maybe 6 or 7 pairs. So I'm going to sell them as pairs. So if anybody wants to get just a pair or more than one pair, you can. And then I'm going to keep a collection just for myself. The ones that I'm going to keep for myself are a little bit shorter, but these are just very, very cool. So I think that's it. That was my haul for the day, and it was a really good day, and I'm so thankful to have gotten out there and picked up some items and met up with a friend, and yeah, it was a good time. So I hope everybody has a really great week, and I will be posting this video in a couple of days. In the meantime, by the time this video comes out, you'll also see a mug video because like I said, I have a small obsession with mugs. I might have a small problem with mugs. I don't know, maybe. So anyway, I'll have that posted and on my channel, and then this one will follow. So hope you guys have a blessed day and a really great week. Thank you for stopping by. Bye-bye.